Let's get it. Let's go. Cheers, Fredo. Checking in. So today we have on the board, Master P sits down with Nino Brown and he basically chops it up and drops some game about this Romeo situation. Now, as of lately, Romeo has came out and exposed his dad for basically, in his words, not paying him for his time acting and singing as Little Romeo, not claiming to be who he actually is in person and just living his own truth, and taking the money that he made as acting and singing as Lil Romeo and spending it on his taxes, allegedly, right? So, with all this information coming out, of course, Master P is going to feel upset. Of course, he's going to respond. And of course, it's going to be out there in the media. And it's easy to sit up and draw opinions about somebody you really don't know too much about. You really don't know them personally. All you know is the little bits and pieces that comes out in the headlines or in the media or whatnot. So today, we're going to sit down as a Game for Dayz Podcast family and react to the video together so we can walk away from the situation and draw our own opinion. Let's get it. Let's go.
$1 for a season.
Okay.
Oh, you gonna get exposure.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna get
I don't want no
followers.
exposure. I gotta take care of my family.
See?
So think about, I can't take care of my family off of no Hollywood salary. I've always been an entrepreneur. I don't care if I fall off. I've never been broke.
Ain't never gonna be broke.
I ain't. Because broke is a state of mind, dog.
That's right.
So think about it. I'm a billionaire. I'm on my way to it. Think about it. I done lost millions. I ain't mad at nobody.
And took care of people.
I'm still taking care of them. People say, well, why are you going in the hood taking? I've been doing that for 24 years. You think I'm going to stop because my son angry and upset and he leaching out? Man, mental illness is real. I can pray for him, but the business ain't going to be the same because you done exposed a whole bunch of stuff that don't need to be exposed because it's not really no exposure.
That's what I want to ask you.
Yeah, whether he's right or wrong as far as Romeo, when you do go behind people's back and put out personal business, of course, family, yeah, it's family, that'll never change, but the business will never be the same as far as him putting you on with money or doing business deals with you or bringing money anywhere your direction because he feels betrayed and he feels like he can't trust you. Let's get it, let's go.
Hold on, I want to get this. How much is the highest paid?
All right, so the highest paid Nickelodeon star is Ariana Grande. She worth about $150 million.
Well, how she started?
She started out musical when she was 13. She quickly parlayed her success to TV, but she was cast on the Nickelodeon show Victorious as Cat Valentine.
Okay.
However, Grande didn't make a fortune on Nickelodeon. TMZ uncovered that she only made $9,000.
Wow. And what year was that?
2009.
2009. My son was on Nickelodeon at 2003 to 2006. And we shot the show in Canada. So if you shoot a show in Canada, that means you're going for tax breaks.
Yeah.
And all that. It's not a. So I just want to educate the people to that, right? So back then, the Olsen twins made $2,400 an episode. So I'm just saying, she made $9,000. My son probably made $5,000 an episode, right?
Right.
No, let's say $10,000. He had 53 episodes. 53 episodes times 10,000. I'll give him an extra 1,000. How much is that, Jay? Huh? 530,000.
$500,000, a little bit over.
$500,000 from 2003 to 2006. Now think about that.
Now you gotta pay taxes on it.
Oh yeah, so that, think about it.
Okay.
You gotta pay.
Okay.
But if you won't pay my
Hey, you can tell the interview's already pre-orchestrated because they already got the questions ready. They already got the calculations ready. Okay, he made this times that times 53, da-da-da. They're always going to have it to where it makes them look good. But if it doesn't sound natural and it sounds like you made the calculations beforehand to kind of get yourself prepared and save face, then, it's not as swaggy to me. But let's see what's going on. Let's get it.
taxes. So I had a tax problem. Think about it. I had a tax problem that I paid, and everybody running on the internet saying, my son used his money to pay your taxes. Dog, how you gonna pay my taxes if you only made, you ain't even make that. My tax problem was in 2004. I would have been gone. Damn. He went from 2003 to 2006 to get 5 bucks. So if he was making 15 an episode, say for instance it was 15 episodes a year. So 2 episodes, that would be 2003 to 2004. How much?
Okay.
times 10, and that's a high number. I'ma just say it. 150. My taxes worth millions of dollars. That's what I'm saying. All y'all don't get it, y'all, because y'all not doing it because all y'all see somebody on TV. So think about it. At this time, you got 150. My taxes is millions. Y'all know that was the biggest thing. Oh, everybody laughed at Master P over what he done. But look how gold works. You got to give something up.
Right.
That's what I gave up.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. But that's what I gave up for my family. Because if I would went to jail, where would they be? None of them. They would have been back in the ghetto. Instead of me holding on to the house with the gold ceilings and all, I gave it to the people.
Man.
Let's
how
be
I'm
honest.
living. BET, how I'm living.
Think about it.
Cribs.
MTV, because I started that. But guess what? I said, okay, y'all want it? Take it.
Not just that, you the first one to put their family on outside the Wayans brothers.
Yeah.
But here's my thing, though. You gave it to the people. You built up all these different things to where you made the ultimate sacrifice of sacrificing your dream mansion that you originally had shown in cribs and that all your family grew up in versus just paying your taxes, right? So you're like, oh, I'm going to just give this to the people, right? Versus just giving them their stuff up front and paying your taxes up front. And then you won't literally have to dip from your house money to pay them, right? Now, if they literally had to take your house back for you to pay the IRS, I can definitely believe that with the 500 to 600,000, yeah, the 500 to 600,000 that your son made may not have paid all of your taxes, but if they took your house from you, I can definitely see you using the money that your son made to pay a portion of your taxes, not all of your taxes, right? And here's the thing, not once did you say, hey, you know, this is the math with the, he has been given all this money at 18 and he spent the money. No, what you said was he made this much money at a young age, and the age that he was at, if a kid's making money, that money's going to the parent. Little Romeo was like 8 to 10 years old. What is an 8 to 10 year old going to do with $500,000? So where do you think the money's going to go? It's going to go in his dad's bank account. Duh, right? I'm not blaming him for that situation, but I can kind of read between the lines and see what Romeo's saying in a sense. Right, your taxes are millions of dollars. They took your house to pay the taxes. Your son may not have made millions of dollars, but the little bit of money that he made, did he receive the money? Right? Was he the one who spent the money? How was the money spent? Because not once did you say, man, yeah, I gave him $200,000 when he turned 18. I gave him another $200,000 when he turned 25. And shit, he spent it on a Bugatti. He spent it on a Bentley. He spent it on a house. You're not saying any of the things that he spent his money on, or you're not even saying that he received his money in the first place. All you're saying that is the money that he made was only a portion of your taxes, and it wasn't enough to pay. It wasn't enough to pay the completion of your taxes. But who knows how much of a percentage that it did pay, if it did. So let's get it. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep growing. One step at a time, man. All praise be to the Most High. If you're doing business with anybody, family or not, do right by that person. That way you have a good reputation and you have good karma. And overall, money will attract to you like a magnet, and people will be wanting to be around you. They'll be wanting to do business with you. They'll just be wanting your attention in general because they see you're a solid individual and you're not greedy. You don't have to get over on anybody. It doesn't matter if it's your son and it's coming to your bank account and can't nobody prove that you pulled from the 500,000 because he's a kid, right? That doesn't matter. You still have to have some integrity and say, hey, even if it means me putting this 500,000 into a trust fund or a little sealed bank account so I can't touch it, nobody can touch it. That's how much I respect my son's work ethic and his money so much that he can access it when he becomes an adult. That's called discipline. That's called integrity, right? A lot of people, 500,000, their kid's 5 to 10 years old, and they feel like, oh, my kid doesn't need that money. Well, that's how things end up getting spent, and that's how parents end up basically taking money from their kids, and feeling like, hey, it's justified. I'm their parents, right? When in reality, why not set your kid up for the best future possible, right? Why not set your kid up to where he's getting at least 500,000 when he turns 18, 19, or he can get 250 now, and then when he gets married or has a kid or gets into something serious where he's about to buy a house or something like that, then he could get the other 250, right? And have something like that to where they can have not only something to look forward to, but they work for that money, right? Whether they were a kid or not. So let's get it. Let's go. Stay solid. Stay true to yourself. Hop down there, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so we keep you in the loop. Every time we drop, man, you don't want to miss another one. We dropping good nuggets, good game. We sprinkling good game on the nation. Can you feel me though? Hop down there, check out that merch. Find you something you like, go ahead and buy it. Also, hop down there and follow that Instagram. And as always, if you like the direction that we're going with this thing, which is straight to the top, hop down there in that description box. It's in a Cash App if it's on your heart. Let's get it. Let's go. Cheers for real. Checking out.